Hello everyone. Now we want to move on to create an orthographic drawing from this design. Alright, first we have to check the camera to make sure it's parallel projection. Alright, then we will want to have an X-ray and something that is not colored. Go to Window, Styles. We want to change the background to white color. Okay, and now the front view is the one that we want to dimension, so you click on front. Alright, and then that is the front view. Okay, in dimension this we want to click on this icon called dimension. Alright, and you can pull it up. Okay, 220.0 mm, right? Too much details, so you go to Window, Model Info. Okay, you go to Dimension. Alright, we want the dimension to align above. Okay, you select all, you update. Okay, so this dimension is above the dimension line. For units, alright, we did not need such a position. Okay, and we need not display the unit. It's understood that all unit is in mm. Alright, so I'm going to scale this thing down a little. Alright, and now so that I can dimension the base. Okay, and it is 80. Okay, you can see that we should do it systematically. First thing, we need 220 by 80 mm pi to make the tree. Alright, so this is done. Then what other details can we show in this view? Okay, we can actually look at the rod that is given to us. Alright, okay, we select the rod. Okay, now let me group the tree first. That's not the tree that we have, did not make component, make it as a component. Alright, so now we select. Okay, it's quite difficult to select the rod from this view, so we'll wait for the next view. Alright, so what other things that we can dimension? We can dimension the thickness of the wood for the top, the slide, and the bottom. Okay, it's 12 mm. 12 mm. Alright, 12 mm. Okay, so these are all 12 mm, and I think that's about all for this view. Okay, file, export as 2D graphic. Okay, after you dimension all, you export it as 2D graphic. Okay, tree, you export. Okay, now we want to put it as tree front. Okay, then once it's done, we will want to then dimension the other part. Okay, which is actually the side view. Alright, it's still loading. Okay, so now we want to look at the side here. Okay, you can see that. Alright, now before that we want to delete away the dimension so that we need not see any lines that's not supposed to be shown. So okay, this is the side view. Alright, when we are looking it from the left side, how do we know whether it's looking it from the left side? You look at here. Okay, alright, so if the front view is like this, okay, for orthographic drawing, I think I got to pan it a little bit this time around. Okay, this is the orthographic drawing. Alright, when this is the front view, this is the side view. So when you're looking at this, right, you can see that this leaf is pointing to the right side. So you check for that view. Okay, so this is pointing to the right side. So this is the right view. Okay, so we call it, although it's a right, but we call it a side view. Okay, whatever dimension that you already dimensioned, you did not have to do it again. So in this case, the height of the tree is not required. You actually need the rod. Alright, okay, for circular object you need to explode it in order to dimension. So I already explode the rod, and then now I'm going to dimension the rod, which is 212 mm. Alright, and I want to take this opportunity also to dimension the leaf, which is 50. Alright, I would say the base, okay, click it properly, is 40. Alright, so 40, 40, 40. You can see that this is all aligned. Okay, if you are worried that it cannot be seen, you can have one more here. Okay, if you want, you can have this, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay, because dimension line not supposed to cut onto the object. Alright, so we are going to remove this by pressing the escape button. Alright, so this is done. Now usually in dimension line we want it to be parallel like this. Alright, so I bring it parallel like this. Okay, so here we have the leaf, length, okay, the spring. Alright, we want to dimension the spring also. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, 47. Alright, so this will give the dimension on this view. Okay, once you are done, similarly you file export as 2D graphic. Okay, so this is your site. Okay, now the remaining dimensions have to be done on the top view. Alright, so let's wait for it to load, and we have to check that all the dimension is being done. Okay, so similarly now we will go and delete away this, and we want to have the top view. Okay, now the top view is faced in this way. Alright, okay, which is not quite correct in that sense, because if this is the front view coming from here, okay, you're looking at then the side view from here and the top view from here, then this will be the orientation of the isometric drawing, which is not quite good because most of the detail is not shown. Alright, so we have to change the axis. Okay, and get this rotated correctly. Alright, so okay, actually you can just rotate this whole object, make it into a group. Okay, so now you can see as a group. Now we're going to rotate this tree by 90 degrees. Okay, we're going to show the axis first, so make sure that we bring up the axis. Okay, so this is the axis. Alright, go back to the color so that we can see the axis. Alright, so we are going to click to the edge and rotate. Okay, so I think we didn't click it right. Bottom. Alright, blue, and then we're going to rotate this by 90 degrees. Okay, now let's see the top view. Okay, it's still not what we want. Alright, so another 90 degrees. Okay, I think that is what we can have. Yeah, this is supposed to be the top view that we want. Alright, okay, so we are going back to do the dimension. Alright, so in this view, the remaining size have to be dimension, okay, which is the width, alright, of the leaf, as well as that of the base, which is 52, and also okay, the 40 here we already dimensioned in the previous view, so we no need it. Okay, spring of length we have dimensioned that, okay, but the thickness of the spring we have not dimensioned that. Okay, it's 8, so outside text. Now sometimes it's quite difficult to get the thickness of the spring like this. You can see that the line actually didn't really show the thickness. Alright, so we may want to change the dimension. Then alright, showing the thickness. Alright, and what other size that we need? Okay, I think that should be enough. Alright, but this is not very good because it actually cut through the object. Okay, in dimension we don't want to cut through the object, so I think yeah, it will be neater to put it this way. Okay, the 10 mm. Alright, this 10 mm actually is a radius. Alright, it's the radius, so we actually need to give a symbol to this. Alright, in Google SketchUp you can't get the dimension, the symbol that you want, so you can go to Microsoft Word. Alright, you insert symbols, you can get the symbols from here. Alright, the symbol for diameter. Alright, looks somewhere like this. Yep, this is a symbol for diameter. Okay, so you just copy, go to Google SketchUp, click on this, and you put paste. Alright, now the symbol is in now. Okay. Alright, similarly for this part here, the diameter of the rod, alright, you will want to do the same. Okay, paste 3 mm. Okay, the rod is 3 mm. Alright, okay, what else we need to dimension? Okay, I think that is about all. Okay, so